For us back in the 16-bit era. Regardless, Endless Ocean Luminous is a sequel that allows you and up to 15 of your mates to scuba dive through the depths while taking photos and just being a happy underwater person. This one's dropping on May 2nd. Finally, the announcement that I was most excited about was the Star Wars Battlefront Classic Collection, a remastering of the absolutely legendary multiplayer shooters. If you didn't experience these back in their heyday, then I really can't communicate to you just how good and how fun these games were. The scale of them was absolutely insane for that era, and while the recent EA-made Battlefront games did a good job of capturing the cinematic action, they could never quite capture the fun the same way these classics did. This remaster features up to 64 player battles, as well as new maps and game modes never before available. Seems like a real love letter, and I'm extremely excited to get my hands on it when this package arrives on the 14th of March. A quick lightning round to finish off. Helldivers 2 continues to suffer from success, but things are looking up. Over the past week, developer Arrowhead Studios has upped server capacity to 700,000 current players, and then immediately upped it again to 800k. They also have taken steps to auto-kick people who were AFKing in the servers, trying to keep their spots. Guys. So taken together, these actions should make it a hell of a lot easier for people to start spreading democracy far and wide. Godspeed, I wish I was with you. But, you know, I played Skull and Bones instead. Baldur's Gate 3 developer Larian Studios has announced that they are working towards adding official mod support for the game. It will be cross-platform, which means we can expect it to work on consoles as well at some point. Soon, it'll be easier than ever before to download and play your favorite Baldur's Gate 3 mods. Sony announced this past weekend that they are testing PC support for the PSVR 2 headset. They're looking to roll that out more broadly in 2024, but it's unclear if Sony will limit functionality to certain PC titles or make it usable across anything on Steam or otherwise. If they do make it an unrestricted PC-enabled headset, that would be a big deal, because firstly, there are quite a few of these headsets out in the wild, and that would be a nice boost to the PC VR scene. Secondly, Sony's headset is actually excellent, offering some of the best resolutions you can get on a VR headset. Finally, it's one less wall in the labyrinthine world of VR, where each platform is locking down hardware and software releases, resulting in a deeply fragmented VR market that holds back every major release. Hats off to anything that seeks to move us on from all that nonsense. We've got our first look at the Borderlands movie this week, and people did not like what they saw. The official trailer has about 6.5 million views, with only 40% of people clicking on that thumbs up button. Chief complaints seem to be about the tone, which feels a little, I don't know, played out at this point. I think we learned that lesson the hard way in Borderlands 3. The other main issue is the casting, with people complaining that the cast are too old. One YouTube comment summed it up by saying, quote, "This is like someone told an AI to make a Borderlands movie for people who like the Cheesecake Factory." Quote. I'm sorry, I lose it every time I read that. Look, I don't know, on the one hand, I don't think their age matters per se, as much as like,
you're not allowed to say that.
Right people for these characters. Like, is Kate Blanchett really Lilith? Is Kevin Hart really Roland? I don't think so. So yeah, I don't know. It's just too early to judge.
Kate
but
Blanchett?
I have a bit of a bad feeling about this one.
The chick from Titanic?
The art photo thing looks the same as the Suicide Squad thing. Not a good sign. Frost Giants is a newly formed studio comprised primarily of
why'd they waste their fucking money on like old famous people?
And their first release, Stormgate,
they just could have gotten a bunch of unknowns and wrote a good script.
The studio had previously raised about $2 million on Kickstarter and an additional $34 million from investors, but apparently that's not enough. And as such, they've now launched a crowd equity investment campaign where you can invest to get a teensy tiny slice of the action. I don't know exactly how I feel about that sort of stuff, to be honest, but I don't love it. No studio can give people enough actual information with which to make an informed investment decision, so any money invested feels like a real blind bet. Regardless, Stormgate's campaign is set to launch in March, so we'll know a lot more then about how the game is shaping up. Some quick sales numbers, just FYI, Tales of Arise has now sold through 3 million units, an awesome result for a release that was a great moment for JRPG fans. Indie survival game Enshrouded just hit 2 million units, which is massive, but nowhere near as massive as the other indie survival game that launched just a week and a bit prior. Palworld has now officially hit the 25 million player mark. 15 million of those on Steam and 10 million on Xbox platforms. Absolutely insane. Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree requires the base game to play, but that shouldn't be a problem since Elden Ring has now sold through 23 million copies, and the game that basically kickstarted my career as a games reviewer, Nier Automata, has now officially sold through 8 million units. Before we had Tifa, we had 2B. Hopefully Yoko Taro is hard at work on a third Nier game right now, and if his recent hints are anything to go by,
smacked in your butt. How you like that?
And finally, Capcom has officially
he didn't care
for Street Fighter V being a little bit shit.
He was mid-animation. He didn't give a shit.
Capcom tweeted out a statement.
He's like, I'm mid-animation.
They learned from the failings.
Oh, now he's pissed.
Quote, the initial phases of release betrayed players' expectations in many ways, including network issues and a lack of content. This is something we are truly sorry for, end quote. Okay, cool. Thank you. Appreciate that. Now, I would like an apology for Resident Evil Reverse, Umbrella Corps, the Monster Hunter movie, and I want an apology every single year that you don't announce a Dino Crisis remake. I think it's only fair. Thank you very much. So what got announced or delayed this week? A lot of stuff, that's what. So hold on to your butts. Here we go. Filthy heretics, prepare to be made clean by the Emperor's power washer? That is correct. Power Wash Simulator has done crossovers with Final Fantasy, Tomb Raider, and SpongeBob, but this may well be their most glorious yet, for it gives you the chance to enter the Emperor's service, dispense with divine purpose all manner of soaps and suds.
Warhammer?
The Emperor's hatred for filth flows through you like water and cleaning agents flow through your Power Wash's nozzle. This is available right now as a paid update for consoles, PC, and Servo Skulls. If you're a fan of Picross, then you might be interested in Picross S Plus, a collection of Picross games from the 3DS era in one handy Nintendo Switch package. It's just announced, no release date yet, but it does arrive.
Because I didn't eat any food.
Hot Dog Studios is a newly formed outfit comprised of former AAA veterans
hit again.
studios including BioWare and Guerrilla.
How the fuck hit me that time?
The Forever Winter, and it's a
oh, he says side hits.
Shooter. That is a risky genre.
I actually saw him do that earlier. I don't know why I did that.
They just released a cinematic trailer, which had plenty of style, but of course, until we see some actual gameplay, we certainly shouldn't get too excited. It's listed as coming soon on their website, but no specific date yet, and it's exclusive to PC for the moment, hinting that it may be an early access launch when it hits. Ninja 5.0 is famous for sought-after Game Boy Advance games. Hell, if you take a look at some of these back kicks, man,
I don't fight them that much, clearly.
Well, those collectors might be a little peeved to learn that Limited Run Games and Konami are joining up to publish the game again. It's listed as both a physical and digital release, meaning we should expect both GBA carts as well as ports to other platforms. No word on release date yet, but it is on its way. Llama Soft, the Jeff Minter story, is a collection of 42 games from the legendary game designer. This was earlier announced, but now has a release date locked in for March 13th. Rainbow Six Smole. And yes, they really did call it that. It's a new isometric roguelike shooter starring the Rainbow Six operators. This is a mobile game, and I know it's easy to roll our eyes at this one, and certainly the like ratio and comments on the YouTube trailer have been less than positive. But this has been made in partnership with Netflix, and it has no microtransactions. It's made by a team of 10 people at Ubisoft. I personally am okay with Ubi making these sorts of games, though them being exclusive to Netflix is a massive bummer. They're usually only locked up like that for a year though, so around this time next year we should
backing up, asshole. Stop backing up!
It actually looks pretty fun, so I will check this out at some point. Blood was one of the darlings of the most recent Steam Next Fest, channeling the art design and humor of classic Cartoon Network stuff back in the day. This one is now locked in for a June 18th release date, the perfect warm-up for Shadow of the Erdtree, which drops 3 days later. Temtem Swarm is a new game in the Temtem universe. It's basically Vampire Survivors meets Temtem, which definitely has about the same air of inspiration that drove Palworld to meteoric success. Still, the Temtem community are pretty pissed off about this one, as it arrives while developer Krem signaled that they're moving on from Temtem as their primary focus. The community feels as though the game never got the sort of updates and new content it deserved to make it grow, hence they're being quite annoyed to see this spin-off game announced instead of a Temtem expansion.
The fuck's a Temtem?
Temtem Swarm is what's coming next, and it arrives sometime Q3 this year. Paradox are trying to take a bite out of that civilization pie with something they're calling
Sounds like some weeb shit.
Interesting, but it's always hard to tell with these sorts of games.
Says the guy named Matakage.
This was earlier revealed, but now has a release date locked in for March 26th, PC exclusive of course. Biggest and best announcement for the week is a follow-up to one teased a little while ago, where Gearbox temporarily brought back Gigantic while saying they had no plans to make it a permanent thing.
Gigantic.
Obviously, that was a total fucking lie, because you don't bring a game back from the dead for just 3 days. And now that lie has been thoroughly put to bed with the announcement of Gigantic Rampage Edition, a re-release of the title as a premium, aka paid game, where the original was always intended to be free to play. I played this back in the day for a few hours and I really enjoyed it. Its visual style, premise, and charm really carried it a great distance, and it's unsurprising to see so many people still holding a candle for it all these years later.
Oh yeah, I forgot to do something.
This is set to launch on April 9th, exclusive to PC for the moment. No word yet on if it'll make the jump to consoles. 2 delay announcements for the week. The first is for Prison Architect, which while only announced in January, has already slipped from its planned March release date. It'll now arrive on May 7th. The other delay is of the more permanent variety. Ever since Epic ceased development on Paragon, a number of community and studio-based projects have been looking to keep that game alive. This week, one of those efforts bowed out of the race. This one was from Netmarble, and it was called Paragon the Overprime. It actually got Epic's blessing as the official project to carry the legacy forward, but that didn't save it, as this week the studio announced, quote, "After careful consideration, we concluded that we will not be able to provide a stable and satisfying service moving forward," end quote. That leaves one other major project standing, the one called Predecessor. This one's a lot more grassroots and bootstrap, but the team behind it have raised a few $1 million in funding, so there's hope they'll be able to keep the game alive for a while yet, because hey, if they're bringing Gigantic back, then the third-person MOBA still has a chance, and anything is possible. So what came out last week? Well, you probably missed it because we certainly did, but Balatro launched on all platforms this week, and it has absolutely torn it up. This is an indie deck builder based very loosely on poker, but it departs pretty quickly from that jumping off point as you realize that breaking all the poker rules is kind of the point. This one did very well for itself during the recent Steam Next Fest, but I don't think anyone could have predicted these review scores. It's currently sitting at 98% overwhelmingly positive on Steam, with over 7,000 reviews in, and critics are singing the same tune, putting it at a mighty 92 on OpenCritic, making it the second highest rated game of the year. That is nuts, and it very much reminds me of the success that Inscryption enjoyed back in 2021 when it turned the deck building genre on its head in its own unique way. I haven't had the chance to boot this one up.
Stop jumping backwards, you fucking asshole!
What he had to say, quote, "There's no fluff, this is pure game design gold. It inspires compulsive play,
Great.
It's supremely Moorish, and it made me install Steam Link on my phone so I could play it in bed," end quote. Can't really imagine a more sterling endorsement than that. I've got some travel book coming up in March, and this will certainly be top of my Steam Deck playlist during that trip. Nightingale is a new survival game from a group of former BioWare veterans. I've been tracking this one pretty closely from the moment it was announced, really excited about the unique ideas it was looking to bring. Sadly, it just seems as though it has not come together, either from a technical or design perspective. On the technical side, the game is in very rough shape.
Stop backing up!
And a very underbaked UI. But the big issue is that the game does not support offline play, meaning you always need to connect to servers provided by the studio.
Look, he jumped backwards.
Why?
Look, he jumped
Why
backwards.
would you do that? That not only costs the studio more money, but it results in a worse experience for most people, especially those like us in Australia, since there weren't any OCE servers at launch, so the game was essentially unplayable for us due to latency. They've since spun up some OCE servers, but to get on them, you need to create a whole new character. So if you're like Austin and you've already dumped like 30 hours into a non-OCE character, then all of that progress was wasted. And that's setting aside a number of the core gameplay issues that the game suffers from, notably a big focus on grinding, on gear score gating, and some very repetitive dungeon design. All of this has culminated in a very hostile reception, the title sitting at a mixed 60% on Steam, with over 6,000 reviews counted. No critic scores for this one yet, as it's an early access release, so scores will come in 1.0. But long story short, this game has a long way to go before it's ready to compete with the very crowded field of survival contenders. If you're at all interested in more detail, Austin is working on
supposed to jump off that
one at the moment, so be sure to subscribe to the channel and ding the bell so you'll know the moment that review goes live. A game that used its considerable early access period very wisely is Last Epoch, the ARPG which launched into 1.0 this week. Now it too is sitting at a mixed 60% on Steam at the time of writing, but the difference here is that people are very happy with the game itself and are just pissed off that the servers are shitting themselves under the weight of the player count, which is peaking at over 250,000 current players, which is nuts for a little indie ARPG with absolutely no marketing spend behind it. Much like Arrowhead Studios, Last Epoch's developer has also been scrambling to increase server capacity.
We live in a post-marketing world.
Suffering from success, which is a nice contrast to the more typical suffering from sucking we've had from more recent live service AAA releases. Critically, Last Epoch sits at a strong 80 on OpenCritic. IGN scored this one an 8, saying, quote, "Push past its one-note campaign, and Last Epoch is an impressive time-bending action RPG that combines rich customization with modern action," end quote. Definitely one worth checking out when the servers do calm down, or just right now if you plan to play solo, because shock horror, the game features an offline mode. I know, it's unbelievable. How about that? What's old is new again. God bless. Terminator Dark Fate Defiance is an RTS game set in the Terminator universe. It had the least amount of marketing of any game I've ever seen, leading me to worry that this one was DOA, but apparently it's pretty decent. On Steam, it's sitting at a positive 70%, and there's only a few critic reviews in at the moment, but they're all hovering at around the 80% mark. Don't expect anything amazing, but if you're in the mood for a fairly workmanlike RTS set in the Terminator universe, then you literally have no other options. but luckily this one isn't a bad one. Our second of 3 survival games that launched this past week is Sons of the Forest, and it had a very successful launch into 1.0. It's sitting at a very positive 89% on Steam, though almost no critic reviews are out for it yet, suggesting that critics are still working through what appears to be a fairly chunky game. Long story short, there doesn't appear to be any major red flags with this 1.0 release, so if you are eyeing this one as either a returning fan or as a first timer, it seems like a pretty safe bet. The third and final survival game that dropped this past week is Pacific Drive. Now listen, I've spoken about this game a lot in a big preview, in a full-length review, and in the most recent episode of the FPS podcast, so I won't say much more about it here other than I absolutely loved this. I think it is so immersive, so dense with atmosphere, and so smartly put together. It's a brilliant video game that's selling for like $25 on PS5 and PC.
Oh yeah, that one.
Arduous at times, but if you're willing to push through
I do want to play it.
you're going to find something
Pacific
so
Drive.
rewarding on the other side. So I really do recommend checking this out if you're in the mood for something totally fresh. If you want to learn more about that, I'll leave a link to my full review below the like button.
That's
and finally,
fresh.
here's another one you may have missed, Solium Infernum. This is actually a remake of a little known and very niche 2009 title, and it's an asynchronous multiplayer experience, meaning you and 4 friends can play a game, but you don't need to be playing at the same time. You take turns like a board game, so the game can progress either quickly or slowly depending on everyone's level of commitment or focus.
What's this called?
It's a grand strategy game that looks like it's 4X, but it's definitely not. It's actually much weirder, allowing you to execute some really out-of-the-box strategies in pursuit of victory. Think board game shenanigans where people get to make up their own rules, and you're a lot of the way there. Critically, this is done exceptionally well, sitting at a very positive 88% on Steam and a mighty 88 on OpenCritic to match. PC Games End scored this one a 9, saying, quote, Solium Infernum regards strategy as a game of intellect, patience, and observation. Put into those terms, it might sound dry, but its visual flair combined with the ingenious way it turns abstract ideas into tangible, comprehensible, and thrilling game mechanics make it irresistibly playable, end quote.
I'm going to put that on the list.
Out this week. Well, there's a few things with a very pleasant mix of scale and genre, a little something for everyone, as IGN might say. Kicking things off is Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons remake. Joseph Fares hit the big time with It Takes Two, so now they're going back and redoing the game that began his game-making career. Expect nicer visuals and various gameplay tweaks. It arrives today for all platforms bar the Switch. Night Dive Studios' next classic remaster is finally here, and it's Star Wars Dark Forces, one of the absolute goats of Star Wars shooters up there with Republic Commando and the soon-to-be re-released original Star Wars Battlefront games. Night Dive rarely put a foot wrong, so every reason to expect this will be great when it launches today for all platforms. Biggest release of the week, and quite possibly the biggest of the year, is Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, arriving exclusively for PS5 tomorrow because Sony continue to spend vast sums of money to keep this series off Xbox. Still, do note that the exclusivity window is only until the end of May this year, so while an Xbox port remains unlikely, there's every reason to suspect a PC port should be arriving around then. As for how the game is, well, it is currently the highest rated game of the year, sitting at a 93 on OpenCritic. That actually makes it the second highest rated Final Fantasy game of all time after Final Fantasy IX, but that's according to Metacritic, which has far, far fewer reviews on record for FF9 than the nearly 100 reviews that went up for Rebirth. Bottom line, according to the critics at least, this is probably the best modern Final Fantasy game ever. Where's my review for it, you might ask? Well, good question. Square Enix were kind enough to send me a code for it, but
didn't have
said that
time.
there was a 10-minute limit on how much recorded footage you could show in that review. Now, setting aside the fact that 10 minutes of footage for a game that stretches up to 70 or 80 hours long is a ridiculous limit, there's also the fact that you need a solid 10 minutes of just Tifa clips in any review, otherwise the crowd riots.
You guys are fucking cuck.
My review will be out.
I'm an Aussie, and
lifted,
I like cuckery.
Actually finish the game, because I'll tell you this:
I'm cuckoo for
I
cuckery.
Ever 100%
I'm an Aussie.
any game I play, because I have neither the time nor the inclination to play games that way. But I am 100%ing everything so far in Rebirth because I absolutely love it, and I'm just soaking it all in. So, look forward to that review at some point in the future, most likely next week. Expeditions, a Mudrunner game, is another one of those physics-based driving games that your dad goes nuts over and you make fun of him until you play it for like 10 minutes and then you look at the clock and realize it's been 7 hours and you're now wearing a trucker's hat for some reason. This one's hitting all platforms on March 5th. The Outlast Trials looks way too scary for the likes of me, but I'm told it's a rather excellent co-op horror experience. It's been in early access since May of last year, and on March 5th, it'll hit 1.0, launching on all platforms bar the Switch. And finally, if you're looking for something with a bit bit of retro flair, then consider checking out Berserk Boy, launching for the Switch and the PC on the 6th. It's clearly drawing a lot of inspiration from Mega Man, but it's got a lot more speed and flow to it. So like Sonic meets Mega Man, and actually, yeah, that sounds pretty sick, so no wonder this looks so good. Now, I know that some of you have already seen this, but it is important that everyone sees this. So, put this on your radar and please wait until the drop.
Yeah, Sonic meets Mega Man, and somehow Sonic gets pregnant. I've seen that fanfic.
Where he came from. But I'll tell you, he built our village into a city.
We built this village. We built this village on rock and roll. Built this village.
But if you think you can stop him, you're already dead.
That's all I've got for today. Go away now. Oh, it's Ash.
See, there would have been plenty of folks who would have skipped ahead after that first 10 or so seconds, dismissing this as yet another medieval warfare game, probably from Paradox. Not you, though. You stuck it out and you got to witness the glory that is Kingmakers, a game that combines two of your dad's favorite things, medieval history and pickup trucks. And also semi-automatic weaponry if your dad is American. Kingmakers appears to be what it says on the tin, for I imagine that any time traveler who remembers to bring a minigun with them can put whomever they please on the throne. It looks like ridiculous, bonkers, over-the-top silliness, which is rather in line for this studio, whose last game was Road Redemption, a spiritual successor to the legendary Road Rash. You know that one where you beat people with a stick
I remember, yeah.
Motorcycle? Yeah, that one. Anyway, Kingmakers looks incredible. It has a lot of Power World energy going on where you take two completely disparate ideas and smush them together to make something cool. It's hitting all the right notes, and I'm keen to check it out when it releases sometime this year.
The Apache was there.
To it over on my Steam curator page, which also has links to all the other Focus on Your Radar stuff I've recently covered. I'll leave a link to all of that below the like button. Sort of free stuff time now, and we are in the last week of the month, so be sure to grab your PS Plus games before they disappear. Outside of that, Epic is still giving away Super Meat Boy again, but later this week it'll tick over to Aerial Knights Never Yield, a 2D runner that I tried a while ago and I did not enjoy, but hey, it's gotten some updates since then, so maybe it's worth a second look. Xbox Game Pass is having itself one hell of a month, let me tell you. Major highlights include Tales of Arise, which we mentioned earlier, has now sold through 3 million units and is regarded as one of the best JRPGs released this console generation. Speaking of generation, Game of the Generation Maneater is on there. It is unironically a great filler game, the perfect palate cleanser before you dive into some big meaty RPG. The Bluey game is also available, though it is not very good, so the Game Pass price point is spot on. Warhammer 40k Bolt Gun is a surprisingly excellent boomer shooter. That likely to enjoy.
It's called a boomer shooter.
And
it's
last
year old.
edition, Dead Island
it's
2
like
is a
Doom
very welcome
and
surprise.
Duke Nukem
this game
3D.
is actually pretty great,
You're
despite
like
having one of the most cursed development cycles in the history of video games. It's a lot like Maneater, actually. It's simple, dumb fun, but it nails the fundamentals while never taking itself too seriously. Honestly, give it a shot if you haven't.
I was watching that.
Pleasantly surprised. Finally, something out of left field is Please Touch the Artwork 2. It's a clever narrative game using modern artwork with some very disturbing twists hiding behind each frame. It's only about 2 hours long and is totally free, so enjoy yourself. That's available on Steam right now. Alright, It's been one hell of an episode, a lot of it a real bummer, so for our feel-good story for the week, I thought we might enjoy something a little more relaxing, a little more down-tempo, so roll it, Stu.
What?
日の当たる暖かい場所を探しているみたいですね。
Pokemons.
皆さんも不思議種と一緒にゆっくりしてみましょう。
This is the latest innovation out of the Pokemon Company. They saw the craziness and insanity of Power World and thought to themselves, how do we compete with that? The answer? Doing the exact opposite thing. This is an official series of YouTube videos uploaded to Pokemon's YouTube channel, and they themselves label it ASMR. It's meant to accompany the Pokemon Sleep app, which is an app that gamifies sleep the same way that Pokemon Go gamifies walking. There are 3 of these videos which just involve looking at Pokemon while they fall asleep, as the voice actor Yuki Kaji whispers sweet nothings into your ear. He's a well-known voice actor, and among his many roles, he's played Eren Yeager in Attack on Titan. And if you've seen that performance, you'd know that ASMR is a very far cry from that. So, you know, good on him for having that kind of range.
Nice.
His YouTube videos are up now on Pokemon's YouTube channel. They are in Japanese only, but that doesn't matter since it's all about the vibes. If you're in the mood for some sleepy times, I'll leave a link below the like button. And speaking of the like button, have you slapped it yet? It's been a huge show, one that myself, Edmund, and Stu had to basically rewrite and redo at the last minute.
It's a big
so
old
if you enjoyed it, we'd really
show.
appreciate it if you could show that like button some love and
All
consider
right.
maybe subscribing, since we do this each and every week.
Time
You
to pick
might
another
even
one.
Hit that notification bell so you'll know the minute of.
Oh yeah, I will
This
hit
video
the
is
like
brought to
button.
you by Brilliant.
Addressing the rumors about my wife. Sugar toast. I'm gonna talk about Putin. I'm gonna talk about Navalny. I'm Asmongold. I killed the best monster in Monster of the World. I don't care, bruh. I'm gonna watch,
Their brand is damaged.
That's all I got
Like,
for
there
today,
used to be,
go away
like,
now.
Marvel movies were an event, and you wanted to go see them in the movie theaters because they were big, they were exciting. You wanted to see them first, and you wanted to see them on a big screen because that was what they deserved. They were big, spectacle movies. Now they're not, because they're crap, and people are less interested in them, and people are less interested in Disney movies in general because now the brand has been publicly damaged. Like it's out there now.
That's all I've got
Disney
for
is
today.
a politicized company. It's partisan, and
Go away now.
man, that doesn't play well with particularly American families. Like just people like middle Americans, they fucking hate that stuff. And I think they don't make a big song and dance about it necessarily online. They don't stage big protests. They just don't go and see it. And that's what you're seeing now. You're seeing the results of that. The bomb after bomb after bomb. It'll just keep happening because Disney now has that reputation as a highly politicized company.
If only there was an American on the panel. Yes, that's exactly what happens here. Basically, and it's probably the same in most countries. You have your extreme sides, and then you have this swaying. It's just like, oh, it's getting a little too far to this side, so I'm gonna go this way. And it's been one way for so long, and it's been permeating all media that it's been a slow trickle, but people have gotten onto the pendulum of the other way. And it's the thing though that like when it comes to this, the statements themselves in these articles are like just boneheaded to begin with. It's like, oh, we're not making money because the majority of people don't agree with us. It's like, so then maybe you're not the correct person in this instance. Maybe you're wrong if the majority of people are not agreeing with the way you're handling things.
Well, not to bring it up again, it's the Simpsons meme of like, am I so out of touch? No, it's the children who are wrong. It's like that's pretty much what it is. Like, in what other environment can a business say like, oh, the customers don't want what I'm selling? It's the customers clearly that are wrong. Then they need to change.
Yeah,
You're a fucking business. Your job is to service your customers and provide them what they want, not make them take on what you want to give them.
And here's the thing: it's not even necessarily that they need to go against their and jump the complete other side and be like whatever they consider the opposite. Just go a little bit further to the center. It's not necessarily asking to go completely against. It's just that's it. It's just don't
make a
don't be over
film.
here. Be a little bit closer, and that's it. You're done.
Well,
It was
we can take this to, if you took the Marvel movies as an example, up until probably 2018, they were pretty much fine with this. They were apolitical. They were very much just centered. They were all about just telling a story, and people were loving it. They were absolutely lapping it up.
Yeah, I mean they dipped into the like ideology a little bit
They
here
did,
and there, but
Black
it wasn't-
Panther was probably the first time you got a really
it
over.
wasn't so
example
bad
of
though
it.
that it was
Black
front
Panther
center.
was.
People, yeah,
Black Panther was terrible.
you can get away
Yeah,
with it a
Black Panther
little
stuff.
bit, but when it becomes the overarching, that's just everything you do. It becomes very obvious. If you do it once,
That's
out of
all I've
every
got
7
for
movies,
today.
people are like,
Go away now.
whatever.
That's true, because it's weird, because when they had the all-female scene in Endgame, everyone was like, what the fuck is this? Because that just really came out of nowhere at that time.
But I think we knew it was heading that direction because we'd already had Black Panther, we'd already had Captain Marvel. We knew they were starting to
Captain
dabble
Marvel.
into stuff, and they were starting to concede
Network?
to it.
Can you hear me now?
By that point,
Oh.
like, I think
There's a
Black
person
Panther was
here.
the first time it was really overt. Like, oh wow, they're really going for.
I'm
like,
gonna
the
fight
political
a
point of
sharding
this.
Legiana.
Yeah.
You could probably just watch.
Sharding Ileana.
Yeah.
How much does it shard?
I don't know. How am I supposed to answer that? Oh, it's here. Hi there.
What were you fighting earlier? Sorry. said
I just beat up
Urgan.
Tiziaco on my own.
You
I
said Urgan. I'm like, well, I didn't think Urgan was right.
What?
Urgan's like the fucking annoying ass, like really poly guy. Elder Recess.
Yeah. That's true. People were dying to him. He's a mug.
Like, you were serious about it, like that was really Urgan?
Yeah. The gold guy who throws the bombs around.
Alright.
Urgan living on the road. When he rolls by, bombs explode.
Urgan. Right, yep. Controller. What are you doing?
Contromanoler.
Like literally not. Literally.
You're literarily.
Wait. You know what? I was gonna.
Why are you slurring?
I was gonna go to your mom's house and it's like.
If you're drinking, you don't need
I
to
was going to your mom's house, have some fun.
be.
but
You know what? I'll give you a
like,
chance. Even drunk Kyle's probably better than these fucks.
I was gonna go to your mom's house, you know. It's like,
Your mother.
your mother.
Your mother.
You gotta get that like
Your mother.
your mother.
Your mother.
Your mother. A little bit of a-
Oregon, living on the road.
It's like the insult, but you're not really saying anything. But you're like your mother.
Believe me, I know.
No, I mean, it's just, you gotta go to a place.
Know what I'm saying?
What's I gonna think? Oh my god.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Oh my god.
For hookah gods? Yeah, man, I know what you're talking about.
Oh good gods. Yeah.
I said, ooh, ah, for hookah gods.
Ooh, oh good gods. Yeah.
Everybody to the limit, everybody to the limit, everybody never hook 'em a gods.
Wow, beefy arms in there. All right, so what are we doing?
We're gonna fight a Shrieking Legiana because I need one hard claw. And then I need Tiziaku parts.
Oh, they're titty parts. Yeah, I got.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need titties.
Yep.
I get them titties.
I guess. Titsi, it's pronounced Tatsiki sauce monster.
Oh yeah. Ziki sauce. Gotcha.
He came down here. I fought a Sharding Legiana.
Are you out and about or?
I'm in a quest right now.
Hey.
You gotta join it up.
I don't want to do guiding lands. God damn it.
Oregon, living on the road.
Yeah, constantly you're like, go to the guiding lands. I'm like, I don't want to do that.
Go to the guiding lands. Whoa, whoa. Yeah. Kind of like that. You're gonna get a taste of this Palico gadget, I'll tell you that much.
Okay, well I'm here.
Cool, man. Let's fuck him up. I'm riding him.
Problem is, it's cold here.
Yeah. At least hit him a little bit.
There.
Come on, put the fucking claw on him.
Drank. Perfect. All right. I can. Gotta go grab some hot peppers and get some hot drink.
Cool.
Hi.
Alright, stop hitting me. Stop hitting me! There's 2 people here! Not to mention the fact that I specifically have... Oh my god, what are you doing, dude? I specifically have a Palico gadget that's meant to like taunt them and keep them away from me.
Stop fucking flying. Asshole. Ow.
You left. You wouldn't ram me. Oh, he did. I was only 1 away. Okay. Red band, living on the road.
Damn it.
Fuck you, dude.
Ow. Really? Yeah. Ow.
hit him. I just fly and flutter my little weapon towards nothing. Because I can't predict which way he's going to zip himself around. There you go, I'm riding him again.
Perfect. Ow, really? Like, perfect, I'm gonna sharpen my sword and then he hit me anyways.
It's pretty stupid. Alright, he's down.
There you go.
Ow.
Yep, there we go. Perfect.
Why'd you do that? They might have battled.
Oh, she was already flying away, so
Oh.
making sure that asshole wouldn't attack us.
He sure is a stupid face. Oh, I gotta get my...
He's a dummy dumb. A dumb's dumb.
I'm gonna reapply my hot drink and sharpen my weapon.
Yeah, I drink.
Pretty hot. Pretty hot out this mud, dude. Yeah, fuck that guy. You showed him. Oh, thanks. I'll just walk behind you. Whatever.
See, at least like this version, like we just fight the Shrieking Legiana, not like the actual like. Oh no! Ah!
You fell, dude.
Yep. Not like the normal like normal fight one where it's like, and then every time you go to fight the Shrieking Legiana, the regular Legiana shows up and fights you. What the Clars? What the fuck did you punch me for? Damn asshole!
I got.
I was trying to fly to Area 7, and then Clars punched me for some reason.
I don't have no berries.
I drank. All right. Got that hot drink.
I can never find my way out of that place.
Ow. Okay, yeah, he's immune to being flash right now.
Jesus Christ, 3 hops in a row. He can't decide where he wants to fucking go.
Ow.
Okay.
All right.
Hey, I was about to hit him a lot. And he yelled. It made me stop moving. Where are we going? Oh, up there? Okay.
Yep. Ow. Sure. Seriously? Can I move? Is that allowed? No? Yeah? No?
I'm riding him again. I fell. Why do these monsters take so long to kill now? It's annoying. I want to do something else. No, there's two? That's just what we wanted.
Yep.
I'm probably gonna die.
Wait.
Nah, I can tell they're just gonna go nuts. I know when I'm being focused. I farcastered out. Play this game enough to know that, oh, I've gotten hit twice in a row and I'm kind of low on health. Yeah, that means 4 more hits in a row are coming.
Okay. Now I'm playing a game again. Okay.
Why'd you stop playing?
I had to like stand there and go, tired. There we go. Yep.
Ebony Odo.
Oh yeah. Yep. Getting juggled around. Yep. There we go.
I'm coming. Farcaster out if you need to. Oh, great.
Actually wondering. I'm very confused. I thought I had 100% immunity to stun, but I got stunned?
Yeah, I know I do. I would have been stunned many times over by now.
Yeah, but I actually had like the little stars thing in my character that had to like slap her face to be like, back in the fight. It's like, no, I should be immune to that.
Why are they hanging out together? It's stupid.
Oh no, stun resistance. Dude. If so.
What? Okay, I'm riding him again. If I'm riding the right one. Nah, I'm riding the wrong one. I'm jumping off. What? Damn. I lost that temporal mantle real fast.
Tempura mantle?
Yeah, auto dodge.
Sounds very tasty. Oh,
Tempura?
Yeah, it sounds tasty.
Yeah. This is taking too fucking long. There's only 2 of us.
Yep.
MR sucks. Shit takes too fucking long. There's no reason they need this much hit points. It's like, I fucking get it. It does the thing. I'm winning the battle of attrition. Just let it end.
Yeah, no, the Shrieking Legiana is definitely like has way too many hit points. Every time I fight it, I'm like, oh my god, please die.
I like this
Why
thing
it has
shrieking
so
all the
many hit
time.
points. Like I don't understand why it has so many hit points. Like, yeah, you're fucking dead. I got you. Like the giant fucking like dragons and stuff, yeah, sure, but okay, you're a Legiana that screams. I get it. Shut the fuck up.
Just the screamy kind. That's it.
Yeah, there's nothing new about it. Just like whatever reason is like it's gotta have like 3,000 more health. Yeah, no.
Yeah, be mad at Chloe.
Most of them, like, I have fun fighting, but yeah, the Shrieking Legiana is just like, oh my god. You're just a Legiana who doesn't die. Right.
That's your gig. It flies a lot, which is really annoying, and doesn't die.
Right. Right, so it's like a Rathalos, so it just keeps flying. and
That
you're
you
like,
can't
okay.
Since you can't flash bomb. Because it's
Yeah,
master
you
rank.
can't flash bomb it because, you know, it's a master rank, so you can only flash bomb so often. Yep. Yeah, I know. Well, that's why I never fight these goddamn things. 'Cause they're
I
just
fell
fucking
off.
Annoying.
I never fall off. Get off of me! I can sharpen.
Shut up. Yeah, it's like Shrieking Legiana is like everything that I hate about Monster Hunter combined into one fucking monster. Won't die, lives forever. We had to fight it for fucking 8,000 years. It likes to fly, and then, like you said, then it's like, well, you can only flash it every so often.
Oh, God.
There we go.
Again with the chasing.
And it runs away constantly.
We've been at this for like 35 fucking minutes. And the thing is, we're not losing. We're doing damage. It's not killing us. We're doing fine. So why is it taking so fucking long?
Yep. Yeah, no, it's... Shrieking Legiana is like the worst goddamn fucking monster. Like, I have fun, like, Nargacuga. That's a fun fight. Tigrex, fun. Like, I like all the other MR monsters. Shrieking Legiana is like, oh god, shut the fuck up, please. Why am I fighting this goddamn fucking thing? Like, Nargacuga is fun. Like, I have fun fighting it. Takes a while. Ow. But it's always like, it's fun. Ow. Please stop bumping me. This fucking hunt rag is just annoying. There you go.
I got it stuck, yeah.
Please fucking die, asshole. Please fucking die, asshole.
It's leaving again? Come on.
Run away. Run away again. Yep. Yeah, there you go.
Well, I got the thing I wanted, so we can lose now, and it's fine. I just pick it up off the ground.
Like I said, it's limping. Limping.
Okay.
So we can just flash bomb capture it.
Yep. What's with you and Gloamgrass? Why do you like it so much?
That's a normal Legiana. I would want.
Yeah, it's got to go where the other one is to be.
Nice try though,
maximum
pervert.
Oh, yeah, you know right where it's going though. Because where else would it go? You got your drinks ready?
Yep.
That guy tried to scream, so we couldn't use trank bombs. He's trying his hardest. But I used a pitfall trap.
Oh, pervert! Fuck you!
No, don't trank. I'm gonna scream, so you can't do any actions. No, don't.
Can't see nothing. Fuck you. Yeah, no, they're Shrieking Legiana is just like a goddamn fucking awful fucking monster. It's like it's like you said, it's the same. It's a normal Legiana, only it has like 10,000 more hit points, so you just have to fight it forever. There you go, 35 minutes.
Yeah, it's fucking stupid for doing the same thing. It's not like there were stages to it either. It's just like we're kicking its ass. Please, just why is it still going on? Yeah.
I say like I like fighting like Nargacuga and Tigrex. Like all the other master rank monsters are fun, but yeah, fucking Screaming Legiana is just like, geez, shut the fuck up, please die. You're like normal Legiana, but more hit points.
That's what I said. I'll say it again.
Yep.
Thanks, Dodogama.
No, thank you, Dodogama. What's your actual like quest that you're on?
I don't know. I'm trying to get a weapon right now.
Which weapon?
The Tiziaco one's actually better than the one that I have, and it's really easy to get. So, I was seeing if I had investigations for mastering Tiziaco, but I don't.
Oh, I probably do.
Yeah, pick one up then.
TTs?
Yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, okay. Limited bounty completed. Thank you.
Herbert,
Jeez. Target, TT Yak. I got... You need high rank, not master rank, right?
Master rank.
But you need master rank?
Yeah, master rank Tiziaco.
Okay. Well, here we go. Three silvers, 1 gold.
Sure, whatever. I don't care.
Sounds easy enough.
Just figure it's more useful than doing the optional again.
Post quest. We only got 20 minutes though.
Oh shit!
Only 20 minutes to kill a TT Yaku.
Holy fuck.
Can we do this? Can we do it? Can we?
Can you do it? You got the guts. Gotta have them. Doom, doom, doo-doo-doo-doo. Guts. Doom, doom.
Anyways, I posted it, so.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was thinking about the Guts theme song a lot. Beer. I gotta buy some more beer. There's a liquor store right next to my ninja gym. So if I get out before 8 or before 9, I could just go in there.
Go in there, get bear.
Beer.
Bear.
Oh, I can get beer.
Hell yeah.
It's a pretty big place too. So it's not like a gas station. It's actually kind of decent.
It's not like a Binny's though.
No, nothing's like a Binny's.
Right.
Ain't
You're
nothing like a Binny's.
telling me that the guy that lives next to Adam. It's like, yeah,
Oh yeah, we told him.
If we brought him down to Binny's, he'd be like, "What is this?"
Be like he's in heaven.
Yeah, he would be. He'd be like, Holy fuck. It's like, right. Hey, bro, what are you doing? Walking this way?
My cat said
at?
meow. What a fucking guy.
I'm hanging out with ZZ. He's just like chilling.
You can smack him if you want to, I guess. I have an ice-proof mantle on. I'm gonna take that off and put something else on. Meow.
What are you doing up here? Where are you going?
My cat said meow.
All right, there you go. Yeah, fuck you.
Yeah, I
Oh,
said
he
it.
smacked him with his tail.
He's got some like sidekicks and stuff. When I fought him before, I was like, "What's this guy
Yeah.
doing? He on some shit, dog. Just doing
Oh,
all
he's doing
some
his,
shit."
his flash thing. Oh no, 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 no. Oh yeah, it doesn't work on me. I'm just done. So
Me
nice
too.
try though, pervert.
You know, nothing pisses me off more than getting
You
hit
know
a bunch
what
of
really
times and
grinds
then
my gears?
getting hit a bunch
Is
of
that what it
times,
is?
and then you get up and you got stars over your head. That's why I always
Yep.
take steadfast.
Yep. I said steadfast and earplugs.
Yep.
They're the two biggest ones where I'm like, oh my god. But, like, this guy doesn't scream too much, but like anytime you find like a brute monster and they're like, roar, 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 it's like, oh god, shut up.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
put it.
he jumps and does that like little that one. He hit me with it.
I did an
little
infinity
shitty-
booster. Oh,
He does that little shitty like side kick thing.
yeah, that's so dumb. Come back up here, dude.
So stupid looking. He just goes, "Eh." Oh,
Ooh, that's a.
hold your Anjanath.
I'm riding him. Ride him, cowboy. All right, ride him.
Oh, ride the train. Ride it.
Yeah, good job, kitty cat. Did you see the thing you put down?
Yeah.
He really pisses him off, you know. Oh, it'll really piss him off. Get that big old guy up there. Really scared her.
There's no word to go away.
Get that big old oogly boogly. That'll really piss him off.
Yeah, I did watch the what is it? End of the Girl Boss, whatever. Critical Drinker.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like one of those things. Like I'm watching, I'm like, yeah, it makes perfect sense. He's like, hey, stop making things that nobody wants to watch.
That's what I've got for today, go ain't I?
Right, but yeah, his whole point made sense. He's just like, just
Yep.
stop making movies that nobody wants to watch.
The whole thing they
because
tried to do
for
was
some reason is like,
a pickle, a master rank pickle. Oh shit!
oh shit, what? Oh fuck, yeah. I'm a hide.
I like when people mispronounce the word exacerbate and say exacerbate. I think that needs to be its own
Exacerbate.
word. It needs to be its own word where like you something's going wrong and you make it worse by masturbating. That's exacerbate.
Fucking hilarious, actually.
That's one of my stand-up
Ow.
jokes.
Oh, it's like, ow, Jesus Christ. It's like the people that say weary.
Yeah. I thought of
Weary.
I thought of a couple stand-up jokes when I was in the shower today. I
Yeah,
said
exacerbate. That's a good one. I like that.
I thought I wanted to just open up and be like, does anybody remember when Kentucky Fried Chicken got rid of the catchphrase "It's finger banging good"? I think it was the '90s. See, I grew up in the '90s, and and I grew up in an interracial town. If you see somebody looking tough and stuff, and you think I can kick this guy's ass, you always got to ask yourself the question: does he have a black belt or does he have a black cousin? Because, you know, both are pretty scary.
But it's finger banging good.
Yes.
That's
Finger
the part
banging
where
good
you-
I came up with today, actually.
That's one of those ones where you're going to be like,
Just
say it, and then like later on they're like, wait a minute, he said.
yes.
finger banging
Yep.
good."
I'm just gonna. If I do that one, I'm just gonna keep talking.
Yep.
I just want to do a poll real quick. Who remembers when Kentucky Fried Chicken got stopped using the phrase "it's finger banging good"? Anyway, I think it was the '90s. Yeah, I grew up in the '90s. See, I'm just gonna keep it rolling.
Yeah, you gotta roll on, then they're like, wait.
Wait,
no,
what
no,
did
no,
wait
no, no,
wait?
no, no. He said finger banging.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why it's hilarious because like, given that you say it real quick and then you just keep moving, and they're like,
Wait,
like,
what?
10 seconds
Wait,
later,
what?
they're
What?
like- a
What?
minute later, they're like, wait a minute, he said finger banging good. What the fuck?
Yep. Mm. Infinity Booster.
Bulger Anjanath, yeah. Fuck you. I'm not gonna fight you. I don't care about you. You're a fucking
Whitey
asshole.
Bulger Anjanath? I don't even know what. Oh, okay. Can you help me fight this guy?
I'm here.
Okay. Whoa, he did a spinny spin. What an absolute spinny guy. I didn't take my drinks. Should have done that. Gotta speed this up.
Keep doing the fucking spin.
Yeah, we get it. We can't do anything about spin. Yeah. I don't really piss him off.
Yeah. Do it. Straight in my face. Yeah, nothing. Fuck you. We're both
Soften
immune to
this
stun.
guy up.
Both immune to stun. That does nothing to us, so fuck you.
There you go.
Oh no, you jumped around. Yep, and choppy chop. Chop, 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 and slash. He's running though.
Chop, 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 live by your heart. Always one more try. I'm just a simple guy. I don't know the words and I don't need to.
Nope.
Wait, where am I going? This way? Okay.
Somebody on Facebook actually posted the thing where it was like, the hell is it? I posted Water's Edge, but the
Should have been there on a Sunday morning.
yeah, it was one of those like Stone Temple Pilots, whatever, Pearl Jam, but it was like, Forcer's here, her here, yeah, it's real singing.
Can you take me higher? He's limping.
Now he's limping.
To a place where my I got a twiddly D's. Oops, messed that up.
Arms wide open. You go, oh, what a her head. Where's her head? Her here. Here.
Can you take me higher? Yeah.
Can take me higher.
To a place where guys can shout together.
Yeah. That's actually funny. If somebody actually like sung that clean. Can you take me higher?
To a place where blind men see.
Right. And it sounds weird. It's like, that's not... Or you're gonna be like...
I was
And
drunk
like
in the fall, and I did a version of I wanna run through the halls of my school, John Mayer, and I sung it like Creed the whole time. And my buddy was laughing his ass off the whole time.
Yeah.
You're welcome to the real world, shit to me. Gotta shit to me.
That's actually fun about doing karaoke is like you're just fucking with shit like that. You're just
You
like,
can yarl the whole time. You can yarl every song.
Not necessarily like yarl that, but just like, do we need to fight the ZTU again?
Nope, I should have everything.
Okay.
Now it's Uragon time, because I want to fight Uragon and Brachydos, because the two sets, like you can take 2 pieces out of Uragon and 3 pieces out of Brachydos, and you get like 2 great guard abilities. So then I'll have like a good lance set.
Brachydios.
Brachydios.
Oh no, it's Brachydios.
Break it down, Brachydios.
Right.
Break it down.
Do I have a Brachydios?
Walking through the club like dicks, cocks, dicks, cocks, dicks, cocks. I gotta put that in the set too. A dicks, cocks joke.
I said that one is definitely one where like people always laugh. I'm like, you know, you roll up in the gay club and it's like Dixon, Coxon, Dixon, Coxon, Dixon, Coxon. It's like,
I would make it a little more ambiguous. Like, you ever like roll into a club and you're like, there's a lot of dudes here. Like, is this a gay bar? And then you listen, like you open your ears, you listen, and then the beats going ticks, cocks, ticks, cocks, ticks, cocks.
Yep. But yeah, that one always makes people laugh though. In general, and like,
because it's just a Boots Cats, but it's like, why did Dick's Cocks work so well?
Yep. Perfect.
Yep. Man, I shouldn't be streaming right now. People are gonna steal my fucking jokes.
Oh, you're streaming now?
Yeah.
Sounds
That's
pretty
it.
gay.
No more stealing my jokes.